Okay, so we are back with 8.4. And in the last video, I mentioned how we were just saying top number and bottom number, but those actually have names. And we call them the numerator, which is my number on top, and my denominator, which is the number on the bottom. Remember, the numerator, the top number, tells how many parts are being counted. So if we go back to our example from the last video, my numerator is 3, right? That's my number for what I was counting. My bottom number is my denominator. It tells how many equal parts are in the whole or the group. So if I'm looking back, how many was in my whole? 8, right? There were 8 equal parts, and that would be my denominator. Now there's a fun way we can remember which one goes on top, which one goes on bottom. ND, Notre Dame. And I just want to say, go Irish, Notre Dame. But N goes on top and D goes on the bottom. So that's one way you can remember Notre Dame, numerator, denominator. All right, so we are going to figure out, of my beautiful Italian flag here, we are figuring out which fraction of the flag is not red. Okay, so this is our red, our white, and our green. We want to figure out what fraction of the flag is not red. So this fraction of the flag is red, right? We're looking at which fraction is not. First of all, I need to figure out my denominator. Now that we know the words, denominator goes where? We have N, D. Denominator is going to go on the bottom, okay? So my denominator tells how many parts are in the whole. So how many parts are in this whole shape? 1, 2, 3. So my denominator is going to be 3. Okay, and I'm figuring out what fraction of the flag is not red. So I have this fraction's not red, and that's not red, right? So I have 1, 2. So 2 is going to be my numerator in this case. 2 is my numerator. So what fraction of the flag is not red? 2/3 of this flag is not red, which would make 1/3 of the flag red. 1 of the 3 is red, and 2/3, 2 of the 3 is not red. Okay, so 2/3 is my fraction there. Okay, so our book tells us you can count equal parts such as sixths as an example to make a whole. So let's look at this, for example, using sixths. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shapes. Each shape shows a different fraction. Okay, so the first shape has 1/6 shaded in. So my fraction here is simply 1/6. My next shape right here has 1, 2 of the 6 shaded in. So my fraction will be what? 2/6. Very good. What about the next one? I have 3 of the 6 shaded in, which would be 3, 6. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to do the rest, and then I want you guys to check your work. All right, so the next one, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, and 4/6 is shaded in. I have 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and 5/6 shaded in. It looks like that. And then my last one, 1/6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/6, which is 6/6, and that also just equals 1. So anytime a numerator and a denominator are the same numbers, for example, 4/4, that means 4 of my 4 shapes are shaded in. So that means the whole shape is shaded in. So you can do this with halves, you can do this with thirds, fourths, fifths. Anytime you shade in all 6 or all 5, whatever it is, it equals 1 whole. All right, so let's figure out what the fraction would be here. So I have how many parts total in my whole? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is going to be my numerator or my denominator? 4 is going to be my denominator because I have 4 equal parts in my whole shape. How many are shaded in? What's my numerator going to be? 1, 2/4 are shaded in. So 2 of my 4 are shaded in. What about the bottom one? How many parts do I have total? 1, 2, 3. Is 3 going to go top numerator or bottom denominator? Gonna go 3, right? Denominator. And how many shaded in? Just 1, right? 1/3. Okay, last one. Let's see. How many equal parts do I have in my whole shape? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is my denominator. And what's my numerator going to be? How many are shaded in? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4. Also, another way we can say that is just what? 1, right? This whole shape is colored in, one whole shape. 4/4 equals 1. Okay, it's our last example, guys. You're doing a great job. Okay, each part is blank. So they want us to figure out what each part is. So what they mean by part is each little shape. What does that mean? What does that equal? What fraction is that? So let's see. How many shapes do we have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So each one of these triangles represents 1/8. So that's going to be our fraction there. 1/8. Each triangle represents 1/8. Okay, how many eighths then do we have shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4 eighths. So we are going to right here, we have 4 eighths that are shaded. Okay, and this one right here, we have how many parts? 1, 2, 3. So each part, each equal part equals 1/3. This is 1/3, that's 1/3, and that's 1/3. So each equal part is 1/3. So how many thirds do I have shaded here? 1, 2/3 are shaded. Let's go back to this one. How would I write 4/8 as a fraction? What would my numerator be? 4/8. What would my numerator be? It's going to be 4, right? And my denominator is going to be eighths or 8. Okay, what about this one? 2/3. My numerator is going to be that 2, and my denominator is going to be that 3, 4/3. Great job, guys. Okay, I think that's all for this week's videos. It kind of covers everything that you're going to have on your homework. Oops, I just flew a pen. So if you need anything at all, if you need me to re-go over something, let me know. But great job, guys, and good luck on this week's assignments. Keep up your great work, and I will see you guys soon.